and welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft Let's Play series. We are here in 1.11.1 and these fireworks are amazing. Just look at how fast you can travel, and guess what? They even work underwater. Now you might be wondering why on earth I am coming back to the stronghold after I said we would be working on the mob farm, and yes, that is exactly what we are going to be doing, except we ran into a problem. I died. It was when I was first trying out the elytra. I'll throw in a screenshot of what it says. It's like something about kinetic energy. I ran straight into a tree and I didn't know feather falling. It's so loud. Every time we come into the end, I'm just gonna hostile creatures off. Okay, I have no idea why this keeps unlocking. If there's a fix for that, anyone knows, then give me a shout. But yeah, I'm a little disappointed about that. Oh, almost looked straight at him. And now that we're changing up our armor, we might be dying a little bit more, but still no deaths from anything mob related, just my own dumb adventures. And now that we have these firework rockets, we can travel so far, so fast. First thing we'll probably do is head into the end and not right this episode. Once we get the mob farm going, then that's exactly what we'll do, is we'll go around and just fly. I can't talk right now. I'll just fly around and collect as much loot as possible, as many shulker boxes, but that's the goal. And now if I check in here, we should have the majority. I'm just going to throw this stuff in here really quick, but we should have the majority of the books that we need to finish our armor here. I think we have some projectile protection. We don't have feather falling, so maybe I'll do a little bit of enchanting. And I think, what do we need? Respiration on this guy? Yes. And I think that's it. But this update is the greatest thing in the world. I hope they never change it. It is just fantastic. Alright, that took a lot longer than I was hoping it would, but here we go. We have our everyday armor now. The only thing that we didn't name is the boots, because I totally forgot about it, and now it's going to cost like 18 levels or something, so I figured I'd just wait. We got sweeping edge on our sword now, which if you didn't know what that does, it's like, you know, that sweeping... Here, I'll show you really quick. Like... Okay, well, you know how it sweeps and it kills multiple at a time? Then that's basically what it does. It just increases the damage of that. We didn't rename anything else. We should probably put efficiency 5 on that. We have our work pick and our silk touch. Oh. And then we have all of these unfinished books that we need to put together with other ones. Got some pretty good stuff in there, probably a few Unbreaking 3s. We filled up this one, and look at all the feather fallings we got. For the longest time, we could not get feather falling, and now we have, what, 3 or 4 of those books. And then we have a ton of those guys, and these 2 left over. So I'm pretty happy with the enchanting that we got done. And I'm also gonna make a garbage dispenser here for ender pearls, because it's kind of annoying having to spread out books through my inventory to not pick those guys up. Probably should have thought about that before when I made this, but oh well. And I think that's gonna be it. So we're gonna head back, and oh, I almost forgot my blocks. We're gonna start work on that AFK mob farm. I think we're just gonna do it above our jungle, because if we do, I think maybe Mumbo's design, that might be the best one for us, just so that we can have it directly over our base, and it'll be very, very efficient. It's just it uses redstone, like a lot of it, or not, redstone and iron, and a lot of it, so we might combine 2 or 3 different versions of farms. We'll see what happens here. Figured since we can, we'd do a little bit of exploring here. I'm just gonna use about 16 or so of these fireworks here, and then we'll take a look at doing something else. I just figured, why not? Since we can, maybe we'll find a mending book that we can put on some of our tools and such, because that's one thing that we are really lacking right now. I think the first one we'd put on is probably our sword, maybe? I don't know, just because it's the lowest out of everything yet. And I think that we'll find more than enough elytras for the time being, but maybe I'm wrong. So these things do last quite a long time, like the duration 3 ones. I might not be using them to the full effect by flying this low, but hey, what's this? That's another... Oh. Okay, I did not know that. Here, let's just quickly screenshot that, and we paused. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. I totally forgot that those spawn in different locations. But first of all, let's head to the top of this and take a look. Oops, sorry, I left my coordinates up there. Alrighty. This might be the only one that we explore, but... There we go. We're gonna collect another shulker box or two. Is that the only one? Yeah, I think it is. Alright, we're at our first set of chests here. We got 7 shulker shells on our way up, and... Man, I really didn't think this through with all this crap in my inventory, hey? Alright, let's quickly just do that. And then the stone should be okay. We'll take out our diamonds, shulker box. Protection 4, not bad. I think we'll just leave all the iron. Actually, we can smelt this down now. 1 iron nugget is better than nothing, right? And then protection 4, unbreaking 3, fire protection, aqua affinity, and alright. Overall, that isn't too bad of a loot, I would say. I'll just throw all this stuff up here. I kind of wish that you could recycle diamond armor too. Because a lot of this stuff, it's like very handy to have, but I doubt that we'll be using it much, to be honest. Just at the current state of like where we're at with our armor. And I guess we'll throw that back in there. We'll throw the chests in there. And shulker shells just in case. And this is our silk touch pick. There we go. I think we have one more upper hallway just like the one that we finished here. Because this is quite a large end city. I'm pretty happy with it. Just gotta see which end we gotta go down here. Yeah, okay. So we have lots of this thing left to explore. We're just kind of doing it top to bottom instead of the norm. Okay, we hear a shulker somewhere. I guess it doesn't really matter if we kind of tear these guys apart, hey? Is it on the roof? Huh. I hope it's not like, oh god. I was like, I'm gonna fall, but then I realized I have feather falling in the elytra, so it's probably not the biggest deal in the world, but where is this guy? Oh, that's why. He can't be underneath us, can he? Where is he? Didn't really want to wreck it this much, but... Oh, there he is. Okay. Awesome. And nothing. That kind of sucks. Alright, just pretend that I didn't destroy this that much, because I know that might bug some people, so just ignore this. Maybe I'll cut that out. But I'm going to keep looking for a little more loot. We'll get through these shulkers, and okay. Then I guess we'll head back, just so that we make sure that we don't get stranded. But we will be doing a lot more of this to get as many shulkers as possible once we get that mob farm done. Okay, here we are back again, but it's Christmas time. I actually haven't been able to play in about a week since the last time, but we're still in the same shulker, or not shulker, same end city, whatever you want to call it. And why do we keep getting mending on all of our iron things, and then our diamond stuff we're just getting garbage enchantments on? I mean, Sharpness 3 isn't the worst thing in the world, but come on. So I'm just going to finish cleaning up these shulkers, hopefully get a few more boxes, and then I think we'll head back home and get working on that spawner, because it has been a long time, and this update is now out. We can do a lot of exploring, probably even find the mesa within a couple of hours, honestly, now that we can travel so fast. So I'm going to get to work on that right away. Okay, we are back home, and I've decided to do Mumbo's farm design. I think that it's probably the best all around for what we're going to want. And it's probably the easiest. I might do a little bit of combining with other things, but I think Mumbo is definitely the way to go with this. And also, this is our spare armor that we're actually probably going to use. We have our boss armor, and then we'll try to make a second and a third set just from what we find. We have this sword that we need to finish putting enchantments on, and then we have these 2 spare pickaxes. But then we also have these guys right in here, which is all pretty actually decent stuff that we might use in the future for something else, I don't know. But mending stuff especially is pretty fantastic if you ask me. Now also, I think that's it, yeah, so I'm just gonna go grab the rest of the materials. Now we're gonna need quite a bit of redstone and iron. Hopefully we have enough iron. If we don't, then we'll live. Oh, and yes, we got another 6 shulker boxes, which isn't bad for just one more end city that we didn't really have time to go through. But I think we'll build this right over top of our jungle, actually, since Mumbos we can turn on and off. And that's going to be what we're going to go with. Okay, we spent a bit of time making all the dispensers and things that we're going to need for this, but now we have all the buckets, all the redstone, and all that other crap that we need. Plus we have quite a few building blocks. We're going to need a lot more, but that's okay. We're not going to bring all of them with us right now. And also we are going to need, I think it's like 14 stacks of iron for all the hoppers at the bottom. So I think that we might just do a water stream instead, because we don't have an iron farm or anything like that. So it's kind of a big waste, I think, to go mining for another like 7 stacks, because I only have like 7 left after making all those buckets. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll just do a water stream and cut down enormously on the amount of hoppers that we're going to need. Alright, just a quick progress update. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen this before. We have our little teeth jigsaw thing. We have 4 more layers to build after this one. We're going to have 5 layers up. And this is what we have down here. Our house is right about there, obviously. And I would like eventually these drops to go like kind of all the way down into the cave if we're on the server, like, or on our world here, just dropping down straight into hoppers. But for the time being, we'll just have it above ground, and we'll have the drops come down to us. But I'm liking how this is looking so far. We're only gonna do the patterns on the bottom, even though we'll probably never be on the surface really in this jungle, so it won't matter what this looks like. I just think that it will be a little bit better if we mix in some of that. So I'm just going to be running back and forth, basically getting more and more stone bricks, because the layers above this we won't need to mix in those. And yeah, so far this is looking pretty good. In the future we might maybe use white wool or quartz or something and throw some stuff along the bottom here to make it look like a cloud, but I don't really think we'll do that, because as I said, we don't spend too much time up above, and this isn't really the ugliest thing. It's not the best looking, but it's definitely not the ugliest, and we won't need to have this huge long ladder up once we have our unlimited fireworks supply here just to get us all the way up. If you want to see what it looks like from the bottom, I can show you. I don't really want to waste the fireworks yet, but later on I'll definitely show you how easy it is to get up here. Alright, another progress update here. We have all 5 layers in, we have all the dispensers in, and now we just need to do the redstone along the outside here, which we have started going up already. And then once we get down, I'm just gonna make a water sweep thing, whatever you want to call it, and then even we can just do 1 row of hoppers, and maybe some, I don't know, we'll figure something out, just so that we don't have to use however much iron, 14 stacks of it, because that is just ridiculous to me. So we're gonna get back to work on this thing. It has been quite a while. It's going quicker since I've built this before, but if you've never built it before, then it might be a little more annoying. Okay, I've been wasting a little bit of time here at the slime chunk that we have found, and we are below level 40. And there's no slime spawning, so I think we just wasted quite a bit of time here trying to get them to spawn, because I totally forgot. I think I need 2 sticky pistons, maybe it's 4, something around there. So unfortunately for me, I have to go find a swamp. That shouldn't be too big of a problem with these fireworks, but hopefully we find one before we run out, because I don't want to be running around. So we'll try to do that really quick, and if we don't get it, then we probably won't be able to finish this spawner today. So let's hope that I can find one of these guys. Look at this. We have another temple right beside our home. This is the jungle that we live at. So I think this is the main island that we actually start. Yeah, right here. There's our beacon. There's our whatever farm, and here's another one. I don't even know how I missed that, but that's incredible. So I'm just starting now to hunt for that slime thing, and already it's kind of taken a lot of fireworks. I actually have no idea where we have a swamp at or not, so it's kind of a disappointment, but ooh, that's kind of cool actually. Nice little underhang. And I guess while we're at this, then we might come across another woodland mansion possibly, or even that mesa. Wait, is this? No, it's not. I just saw like this shallow water and it's like, is that already a swamp? Because that's pretty decent luck. But it's also a great way to get a look at the terrain that we may possibly want to build something in the future. But I'm going to stick around this Extreme Hill area because I'm pretty sure that we have found one around in Extreme Hills. I could be completely off and wrong, but that is the plan. I'm guessing that we're going to run out of fireworks pretty soon here though, because we're not flying them very efficiently because we're trying to stay down to the ground here, but it is quite a nice view up here, and it's a lot quicker than trying to run. We could probably bring some horses home too. I didn't bring any saddles, but it'd be nice to have around our base. Look at what we found. I was just flying around, obviously, and where is the other one? There it is. Okay, that is garbage, obviously, and I'm not going to waste time doing this again, so I'm just going to dig into here. And let's take a look at the chest. Not gonna complain about that. Got some nice diamond, or not diamond, iron and gold. So we'll bring that back on. And oh, yes, I didn't even realize. Okay, I was just gonna say we're heading home because we couldn't find a swamp. Okay, that worked out just too perfectly. I think if we only need 3, then we are gold. We are all out of fireworks, but we have made it home safely. Well, maybe if I can land. I'm probably not going to be able to. Let's try this out. And perfect. That was totally luck, but all the same, I really want to get better at doing this so that we can travel at ease, because we still, as I've said probably a million times since we've started this series, I want to find that mesa. But I think we only need 2. I could be very wrong about that, but I think for the redstone clock we can do it with just 2. And now we're going to throw away these tripwire hooks. Yep, there we go. And put away these 2. I can't believe how lucky we got by finding that jungle temple. I wasn't even thinking that I could find them just like generated in the structures. And I'm going to steal this stuff right here and make a few more fireworks to get back up top there. Well, that does it. That is the last block for this thing. We are completely finished. Well, I guess I'll just fix the side of this really quick, and then we're done. The water will wash away the torches, so we're all good with that. And we'll go boom, boom. 4, 5, and those are the last blocks. Now, the last thing that I'm going to do for this guy is throw down some blocks underneath these ones where they are, and then I'll have water sweep out in between going inwards, and that'll cut down the amount of hoppers that we have to use from whatever it is, like 14 stacks of iron down to, I'm gonna try to do like maybe 18 hoppers or so. I hope that's enough. We'll see what this looks like and how many I end up doing. I have an elytra, I have fireworks, and I have feather falling 4, and I do this. Oh my god. Oh, I've been working on this for hours. Okay, I'm gonna go collect my stuff and yeah, keep going. Jeez, I can't believe that. Okay, now this is all I'm going to be doing for the water stream. It's just going 6 blocks and then 8 blocks, and then we don't need signs or anything. It's going to push the mob straight off, and we'll only need 12 hoppers, which I think is a huge improvement compared to 18. Hopefully none fall out of the sides here. Maybe I'll make a little bit of a funnel, like not all the way down, but just a little bit more, just in case. I actually have no idea what's going to happen, because I know that you don't need a tube all the way down, but also I know this is going to drop the rates that we get from this farm, of course, because the mobs are hanging around more up top here, but I'm okay with that, because we're going to leave this on for probably one night when I leave my computer on, and then we'll never have to touch this thing again if the only reason we're using it for is for these fireworks. If we want zombie flesh or something like that, And of course, maybe we'll leave it on for a bit longer, but I think this is going to be plenty for what our needs are. And I think that's just about it. So I'm going to clean up here and then go back down, and we'll kind of see what kind of rates we get, even though we won't have everything set up because we are running out of time. It is getting very late. But I am very happy that we got this done today, just for the fact that next episode we'll be able to, after how many episodes of saying it, find a mesa, because it's all I've been talking about, and I really, really want to explore one of those gold-filled mesa biomes, and also maybe the possibility of a mushroom. We'll see what happens here, but I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. Oh, one last thing, I realized that I derped up because I put like the colored stone on the outside of that, and I didn't do it on the inside of this. Like, they're cracked and regular, but I think it won't matter too much, because again, we won't be looking straight up at this thing unless we choose to beautify it later on. Oh my god, I am so done. This is the 4th time we've died now from falling, and and 3 of them have been from this episode, and they're just from the elytra. Like, I am so done. Like, I was going off of the mob farm to like finish it off, and I was gonna break all these ladders, so I flew into them with elytra, but I couldn't grab onto them, and it wouldn't let me like press spacebar again to extend the elytra, so I just fell and died in the exact same spot. We're all out of time for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. In the next one, you'll get to see how awesome this thing is, or if we completely wreck the drop rates with that tube or water funnel to minimize the amount of iron that we have to use. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.